Good morning everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss English paper 2. आज आपण इंग्लिश पेपर 2 बघणार आहोत. महाराष्ट्र सेट लास्ट इयर कंडक्ट झालेला पेपर आहे. तर सुरू करूया. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग एक्सप्लेन्स एक्सप्लोरेटरी रिसर्च. तर एक्सप्लोरेटरी रिसर्च कुठलं आन्सर राईट आहे तर ते आहे बी. That is the cause of social and economic phenomenon. Who employed a technique, a poetical prose, in his work Confessions of an English Opium Eater? So answer is D. Thomas D. Quincy. Thomas D. Quincy is the right answer. So first answer आहे C and second answer आहे D. Third, who has penned a novel A Few Green Leaves? A Few Green Leaves हे नोवेल कोणी लिहिलेलं आहे तर ते लिहिलेलं आहे बराबर पिम. C is the right answer. When did Arun कोलटकर publish his masterpiece जेजुरी? अरुण कोलटकर यांनी जे मास्टरपीस आहे त्यांचा जेजुरी ते कधी पब्लिश केलेलं आहे तर ते 1976 पब्लिश केलं आहे. इन द फ्रेज अ कप ऑफ मिल्क द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन कप अँड मिल्क इज दॅट इज सिंटगॅमॅटिक. सी. सो द आन्सर इज सी. Sixth, which of the following plays is labeled a domestic tragedy? So which is this domestic tragedy? That is sixth one is D, the Duchess of Malfi. The Duchess of Malfi is the right answer. Structuralist criticism is influenced by the ideas of. So the answer is D, Ferdinand de Saussure. In 1954, the first foreigner to be accepted as Indian citizen is. So the answer is B, Warrior Elwin. Warrior Elwin is the right answer. Raymond Williams, Culture and Society, 1780 and to 1950 catalogs 5 keywords that bear witness to a general change in the ways of thinking of life, the social, political, economic institutions and their relations to learning, education and the arts. This all are D, industry, democracy, art and culture. D is the right answer. The term simulation and simulacra are associated with. So the 10th answer is C, Jean Baudrillard. C is the right answer. All sounds of English are articulated with. All sounds of English are articulated with pulmonic aggressive airstream mechanism. Pulmonic aggressive airstream mechanism. B is the right answer. In which year did the British Parliament introduce the Drama Reform Bill in order to strengthen the native tradition of British drama? So the answer is 1832. 1832. Exploratory studies are appropriate for some persistent phenomena like. So 13th answer दिलेला नहीं आहे. If somebody knows it, please they can comment. Jonathan Swift's The Battle of Books is an. Jonathan Swift's जे Battle of Books आहे ते काय आहे तर that is a novel. That is a novel. For deconstructionist meaning results from the interplay of the words used. Jawaharlal Nehru's glimpse of world history was written serially in the forms of letters to his sister Vijayalakshmi, to his daughter Indira. To his daughter Indira. Caste, hierarchy, and gender hierarchy are the organizing principles of Brahmanical social order and are closely interconnected. The conceptualized term for exploring the relationship as used by feminist historians like Uma Chakravarti is Brahmanical. B is the right answer. Brahmanical patriarchy. P.M. Nityanand's novel Long Long Day is a campus novel. D is the right answer. Who is the narrator in Browning's poem The Last Duchess? So C is the Duke of Ferrara. C is the right answer. The woman is not born but made is said by. It is said by Simon D. Beauvoir. Simon D. Beauvoir. C is the right answer. What should the researcher primarily do for formulating a research problem? Review the relevant literature. Neeraj Chaudhary's The Autobiography of an Unknown Indian is dedicated to his memory of British Empire in India. Who is the first American dramatist to ever receive a Nobel Prize? So that is Eugene O'Neill. B is the right answer. Which of the following ages does pop belong to? Pop belongs to neoclassical age. Vowels of English are produced with open approximation. Eugene O'Neill's play on psychology of colonialism and imperialism is Emperor Jones. The concept of native capability is said to have been coined by John Keats. B is the right answer. Mahatma Gandhi is set to a task of making himself an English gentleman in London. Socialist, familial, religious, publishing and distribution, cultural, information and news, etc., and the various associated institutions comprise in Althusserian theory is C. The ideological state apparatus. The ideological state apparatus. Frantz Fanon's Breast of the Earth is about queer theory. It is about queer theory. What is the main object of a fundamental research? Main object of fundamental research is to advance the foreigners of knowledge. Who wrote the Jungle Book? B. Rudyard Kipling. Salman Rushdie's novel Shame is written on. It is written on the political situation in Pakistan. Political situation in Pakistan. Who among the following poets wrote When Lilacs Last in Dooryard Bloomed? So the answer is B. Walt Whitman. A WH question is in English is spoken with a falling tone. It is spoken with a falling tone. Who is the author of Theatre of Hindus? A. H. H. Wilson. Myth criticism is associated with Northrop Ferry. A self-willed girl who attended London and Cambridge universities for 3 years and came without degree and later became a famous poet is Sarojini Naidu. Which of the following texts is mentioned by Edward Said and Cultural and Imperialism 1994 as a prototypical modern realist novel, and certainly not accidentally it is about a European who creates a fiefdom for himself in a distinct non-European island is Robinson Crusoe. Green studies is another name of eco-criticism. Now here is a passage. Read the passage and answer the questions given below. I am directly taking the questions. Okay. So if the same passage repeats, you can easily get the answer. What makes Wevril visit the Highland? That is B. The romantic disposition. Who saves Verley from going to prison? So that is Rose. What did the success of a novel Waverley do to Scott's career? That is A. He turned decisively from poetry to fiction. The meaning of the word anonymous is D. Unknown origin. What is the main motive for research? The main motive for research is curiosity for unknown. Salman Rushdie's The Jaguar Smile is A. Travelogue. V.S. Naipaul's novel The Mystic Measure is set in Trinidad. Which of the following poems was not written by John Donne? So that is C. The Definition of Love. The Definition of Love is not written by John Donne. It is written by Andrew Marvell. From the following list, select the author who commented critically on the limitations of Indian scholarships on classical drama of India. So the answer is C. Henry H. Wells. The number of cardinal vowels as devised by Daniel Jones is B. 8. So we have taken 50 questions today. Tomorrow I will be taking next 50 questions. If you like the video, like, share and subscribe. Mostly प्रश्न रिपीटच होतात आणि तुम्ही इझिली 50 to 60 मार्क्स स्कोर करू शकता. तर व्हिडिओ नक्की बघा, लाईक, शेअर आणि सबस्क्राईब चॅनलला नक्की करा. थँक्यू.